Hello dear students, I am Richa Shakya, now presenting the lecture on the subject Human Anatomy and Physiology, code BP201T. So today's topic is, this is lecture number 2 and the topic is the electrophysiology and the action potential. So basically what is action potential, what is electrophysiology? Electrophysiology means जो भी electrons or ions का there is a change of electrons or ions by which they are able to perform the conduction system or they are able to stimulate, right. So this is the electrophysiology. Action potential means to regulate the conduction system. Now from the starting from the introduction, so neuronal electrophysiology is the study of electrical properties of biological cells and tissues in the nervous system. So basically in the electron physiology we study about the electrical properties of the biological cells. Now this electrophysiology involves the measurement of these changes, usually voltage and current of variety of scales from the singles ion channels of the whole brain. Means single ion channel can change the environment of the whole nervous system. If there is an imbalance of the ions, so it already change the environment of the body. When a neuron send a signal down its axon, communicate with the another neuron, this is called as the action potential, right. When a neuron send a signal down to the axon, communicate with the another neuron, so it is known as the action potential. When the action potential reaches at the end of the axon in the presynaptic terminal of the axon, there is a gap known as synaptic gap between the, this is neuron, this is a pre and this is a post and this is the synaptic gap, right. So this is a synaptic gap between send the message by the action potential must be cross this gap in order for the message to be carried out to the next neuron, which is the postsynaptic, ठीक है, which is the postsynaptic terminal. So the part of the dendrite that the message must be reached on the neuron across the gap is known as the postsynaptic terminals. Now this is the structure of the cell membrane. Basically in the cell membrane, this is a ECF and this is a ICF, ठीक है. So in the ECF always the concentration of the sodium ion is more as compared to the concentration of potassium ion inside the or in the intracellular fluid, ठीक है. यहाँ पर जो आपका ECF होता है, ECF सॉरी जो आपका सोडियम होता है, सोडियम आपका ECF में बहुत ज़्यादा होता है as compared to the potassium. Now cell membrane potential, the cell membrane is polarized, the inside means the inside is overall negatively charged with respect of outside, which is positively charged. This is due to ion distribution and concentration. The potassium ion is the major intracellular cation and the sodium is the major extracellular cation. Now this potassium and sodium pump actively pumps the sodium out and the potassium into the cell. Now physiology of nerve impulses. So physiology of nerve impulse, the masses transmit by axon in the form of nerve impulses in electrical phenomena, and it is the first necessary to understand membrane potential or the electrical potential, right. All the cell maintain a electrical potential across their membrane, it is known as irritability, ठीक है. All the means जितने भी आपके electrical potentials हैं, these across the cell membrane is known as irritability. This is caused due to differences in the concentration of ions on the other side of the membrane. A nerve impulses has a 3 phases: polarized phase, depolarized phase and repolarized phase, ठीक है. सो जो नर्व इम्पल्सेस होंगे, जो भी नर्व कंडक्शंस होंगे, वो 3 phases में होंगे: पोलराइज स्टेज, depolarized stage and the repolarized stage. So start with the first, that is a polarized. It is also known as the polarized, right. So resting potential is also known as a polarized stage. When the axon is in the resting state, that is when it is not transmitting an impulses, a potential difference is maintained between the inside and outside the axon, ठीक है. मीन्स जब भी कोई भी इम्पल्सेस हैं वो जनरेट नहीं हो रहे हैं, मीन्स जो भी चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, जो भी आयंस में चेंजेस होने हैं वो नहीं हो रहे हैं. सेल बिल्कुल, जो आपके न्यूरॉन्स हैं वो एक्सॉन्स हैं, जो बिल्कुल रेस्टिंग स्टेज पर हैं, कोई भी चेंजेस नहीं हो रहे हैं आयंस के. सो दिस इज नोन एज द रेस्टिंग स्टेट और अ resting potential or the polarized stage. Now therefore a resting membrane potential is due to the build up of a negative charge inside the membrane and positive charges on the outside of the membrane. There is more ion inside the cell and other negatively charged ions just like chloride ions, ठीक है. जो inside the ICF, जो ICF होगा इसमें आपका पोटेशियम के साथ साथ क्लोराइड आयंस भी होते हैं. सो दिस मेक द इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट which are more electronegative. So there are more sodium ions which are considered more outside on the cell, thus rendering into the electropositive. This differences in charge ions across the membrane is maintained by the sodium potassium pump. So these are the ions which is excess amount in the extracellular fluid. तो यहाँ पर जब बाहर की साइड सोडियम बहुत ज़्यादा है, अंदर की साइड जो पोटेशियम है वो कम है, दिस स्टेज इज नोन एज द रेस्टिंग पोटेंशियल. Now the resting membrane potential is about -70 millivolt and the neuron having a resting potential is in the polarized stage. That is, the neuron is capable of maintain a difference electrical charges on the two sides. At this state, membrane is less permeable to the sodium, ठीक है. जब रेस्टिंग है मीन्स ना तो सोडियम अंदर आएगा और ना ही पोटेशियम बाहर आएगा, तो मीन्स ये परमिएबिलिटी लेस होगी, ठीक. नाउ conduction of nerve impulses. So conduction of nerve impulses, there is a 3 phases: polarized phase, depolarized phase and last one is a repolarized phase. So in the polarized phase, what happened at that condition? The sodium ions which is excess in the ECF, extracellular fluid. They try at the polarized stage, they are outside, and when they are try to enter, when the impulses, कोई भी impulse just like this is a graphical representation, this is a graphical representation. So just like minus 70, 50, at least 55 need, plus 40, ठीक. So whenever the impulses arise, जब भी impulses arise होंगे, उस टाइम पर कोई भी impulses आया, जब तक कि वो इतना ना आ जाए कि वो 55 तक को क्रॉस कर दे, ठीक है, इतना इम्पल्स होना चाहिए कि इट ग्राफ्स प्लॉट अबाउट अबाउट 55 to 60 मिली वोल्ट, यहाँ तक आता है तो दिस इज नोन एज द थ्रेशोल्ड. ठीक है, एट दिस कंडीशन, ठीक है, कर्व है जस्ट दिस कर्व, ठीक है, when the impulses will arise, ठीक है, जो भी स्टिमुलस वो अराइज हुआ है उसकी कंडीशन पे एक ग्राफिकल ग्राफ बना है. जब ये थोड़ा ऊपर की तरफ उठता है, ठीक है, इट अराइजेस, सो दिस इज नोन एज द थ्रेशोल्ड पोटेंशियल. अगर थ्रेशोल्ड पोटेंशियल नहीं बन रहा है, मीन जो भी स्टिमुलस है वो इतने अमाउंट पे नहीं आ रहे हैं कि वो थ्रेशोल्ड पोटेंशियल क्रॉस करें या फिर दिस वैल्यू को क्रॉस करें, तो वो थ्रेशोल्ड तो वो एट दैट कंडीशन दे आर इन द रेस्टिंग पोटेंशियल. नाउ एट दैट स्टेज सोडियम क्लोज्ड एंड दिस स्टेज सोडियम पंप ओपन, ठीक है, एक ही मेम्ब्रेन है, मेम्ब्रेन में आपके पंप्स प्रेजेंट होंगे. दिस इज सोडियम पंप, दिस इज अ पोटेशियम पंप, सोडियम चैनल, पोटेशियम चैनल, एंड दिस इज अ सोडियम पोटेशियम चैनल, ठीक है. सो जब भी इम्पल्सेस आते हैं अंदर की तरफ या फिर जब इम्पल्सेस जनरेट होते हैं तो देयर इज अ एक्सचेंज ऑफ आयंस. जैसे एक्सचेंज ऑफ आयंस मीन्स सोडियम अंदर की तरफ आना शुरू करेगा. तो जब सोडियम अंदर की तरफ आना तो शुरू किया, मीन्स क्या हो रहा है कि ICF की तरफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है, ठीक है, जितने पॉजिटिव चार्ज होंगे उतना ही ऊपर ये कर्व बढ़ेगा. अब एक टाइम पर इतना हो गया, अब इसके बाद ये कर्व नीचे की तरफ आना शुरू करता है. नीचे की तरफ कब आएगा? जब ये पोटेशियम चैनल ओपन हो, ये सोडियम पोटेशियम चैनल ओपन हो जाएंगे और यहाँ से जो भी पोटेशियम है वो ICF की तरफ फॉरवर्ड करना शुरू कर देगा, वहाँ की तरफ मूव करना शुरू कर देगा, ठीक है. सो ये ऊपर की तरफ चले गए तो दैट इज नोन एज द रीपोलराइज्ड. जिस टाइम पे सोडियम चैनल ओपन हो रहे हैं दैट इज डीपोलराइज्ड, जब पोटेशियम ओपन हो रहे हैं तो रीपोलराइज्ड. एक कंडीशन वो भी आती है कि जब excess amount of potassium goes outside of the body, that is known as the hyperpolarization. Whenever the concentration of the potassium is high in the ICF, so it is known as the hyperpolarization, ठीक है. So these are the terms: resting potential, threshold. This is a depolarization stage. Always remember, when the depolarization stage arises, depolarization stage arises when the stimulus or the impulses can generate and the sodium channels will open, and the sodium channels will open, they stimulate, right. So now there is action potential which we discuss in the graphical form. So this, if action potential, if the stimulus is strong enough to generate the threshold potential about minus 55 millivolt, it will be generate an action potential in nerve fiber on axon, and it is easily irritable or excitable. The action potential is generated due to the temporary reversible of charges across the membrane, which is now become more permeable to sodium as the voltage gated sodium is open. Now, the inside become now positive charge due to accumulation of the sodium ions, and outside become negatively charged due to the presence of the potassium. This cause a change in the membrane potential, which is now become plus 30 millivolt, which is known as the action potential. Now, this process is known as depolarization, and the neuron is in the depolarized state. The action potential is extremely short lived. It lasts for only about milliseconds, after which the original resting potential is restored once again, and again it becomes the repolarized. And now the voltage gated channels for the potassium open and sodium close. This bring back the neuron of the original membrane potential, and process is known as the repolarized. The nerve impulses is thus a propagated negative charge on outside of the membrane caused by a wave of depolarized, which passes along the axon. At the first, there is a resting potential of minus 70 millivolt. It is known as the resting potential. After that, they clear or they cross the minus 50 millivolt. This is a threshold potential, and after that, when they again reaches to the immediate minus 70 millivolt, and this is known as the repolarized state. As the channel of sodium ions is still open, ठीक है, अभी मैंने चीज़ बताई थी, this is, I already told you that if the potassium channel remain open, तो what happened that time, the moving of the potassium ions from the ICF to ECF is continuously goes on, and this condition is known as the hyperpolarization state. Now, there are different types of refractory periods. There is a refractory period. So, refractory period is a period of inexcitability that accompanies the recovery of phases of axon, is called as the refractory period, right. So, the period of inexcitability that accompanies the recovery of phases of the axon is called a refractory period, and it is typically of 3 milliseconds, right. So, it is divided into the two subparts: absolute refractory period and relative refractory period. So, in the absolute refractive period, what happened at that time? There is no more stimulus can generated. ठीक है, in the absolute refractive period there is no more, because there is already one impulse is already generated, right. It is a repolarized, it is a depolarized stage, then repolarized, and then hyperpolarized. Whenever the stimulus is again generated, means again the new stimulus will generate, right. So, whenever the one stimulus is generated, so at that time no other stimulus will generate. At one time only one stimulus or impulse is generated. After completing that impulse, it complete, and this again goes to the back to their original state, means resting state. Again the new action potential will arise, and then again new phases will goes on. So always remember this, कि at a single time only one impulse will generate. So absolute refractory phase is a time during which an axon is completely incapable to transmit another impulse in respect of the strength of the stimulating being higher than that of threshold potential, right. Now the relative refractory period. So in the relative refractory period, during which it is possible to generate an impulse provided that its stimulus is stronger than the usual. ठीक है, तो this is the refractory period. Now axon conduction. So axon conduction is a continuous, there are two types. There are two types conduction. Continuous conduction, it takes place in the non-magnetized neuron. It the depolarized that takes place at trigger zone along with the direct line self-propagation, and action potential is conducted by the process of depolarize and repolarize of the axon. So this is the axon, this is one impulse, this is second impulse. ये कंप्लीट होगा, उसके बाद ही आगे का कंप्लीट होगा, राइट. नाउ this is the diagrammatic presentation of the axon terminal. This is depolarized resting stage, again repolarized depolarized resting stage, right. Now the last one is the salutary conduction. So in the salutary conduction, this is seen in the magnetized neuron. The presence of myelin sheath aid in the faster conduction of nerve impulses, and it acts as a insulation. The impulses jump from one node to the next. There are numerous voltage gated sodium ions channels. These are region where the flow of current. So this is a salutary conduction. Salutary conduction means this is mainly seen in the myelinated, and the axon and this continuous conduction is mainly seen into the non-myelinated conductions. Okay. So this is about the action potential, this is about the electrophysiology of the nervous system. Thank you.